Hello folks, welcome to World Volkswagen of Neptune, New Jersey's first installment of a new YouTube series we're going to be doing all about cars. Doesn't have an official title yet, but I thought we'd start it off today with a awesome legendary Volkswagen called the Golf R. The thing about this car is the way it drives. It is 292 horsepower, 280 pound-feet of torque. So what that gets you is, when paired to the 7-speed DSG transmission, that'll get you to 0 to 60 in a little over 4 seconds if you're a good driver. Actually, the manual has been clocked in a little bit faster, but maybe Andretti was driving it, I'm not sure. Now, you do also gain a gear in this year's model. It's a 7-speed DSG transmission. So in case you're not familiar with DSG, that stands for Direct Shift Gearbox. It's Volkswagen's dual clutch system. It's so good, it's been noted as almost being telepathic in a sense. It knows what the driver wants to do even before you do, essentially. The car knows how to drive itself and how to gear itself properly. I'm going to back it up here. I'm going to give you an outside view of the car. The one I'm driving right now comes in Lapis Blue. It's kind of their signature color. Familiar with the Golf R and what it means. Yes, it is similar to the GTI in the respect that it looks like it, but it does get a significant amount more power. Again, it's 292 horsepower, 280 pound-feet of torque. Now, it's a fairly light car, okay? So it's all about power to weight ratio, not raw horsepower. Volkswagens are very torquey. So this also features Volkswagen's super intelligent 4-motion all-wheel drive system. Again, very similar to Audis, even though Audis are a little bit more rear-wheel drive biased. They're using the same guts and parts bins as them and their other companies. So that 292 horsepower, while it might be a little bit much for a front-wheel drive car, using the 4-motion system available in the Golf R, you're going to have no problem putting power down to the road and escaping anybody else that might be pulling up next to you. Not very familiar with Golf Rs, you'll notice they don't have a sunroof. The question I get a lot is, why does a $42,000 car not have a sunroof? Well, because sunroofs are a vanity thing, they are not a performance thing. So, the reason being is that you want the most structural integrity in a car available. You don't want to remove a huge chunk of the roof there. Also, no, your Golf R is not broken. This does not open. Import laws require that to be locked closed. Now, this car does feature dynamic chassis control as well as onboard navigation if you're into that. Now, the dynamic chassis control, what that does is it helps with body roll of your car. So if you're going around a turn and your car starts to lean one way, the dynamic chassis control will try to keep it straight as possible. Now, these are some of the same systems that you're going to see in all of VW's other companies, like Porsche, you're going to see in Lamborghini, like you're going to see in Audi. All right, they all pull from the same bucket of parts, and they're all very well made. Now, you have this 8-inch touchscreen here. You notice I was playing with the mode button before. The Golf R adds a race mode, which is kind of cool. Now, don't race and get tickets. That's not good. But if you do want to bring it to the track and you are a driver enthusiast of that nature, you absolutely can. This guy is very, very quick on the track. It's even, in the past model, it's even beat out its Audi big brother counterpart. Now, the steering wheel's nicely set up. You got a good flat bottom here. Easy to grab, nice R badging. You'll see that throughout the car. You do have a Fender audio system built in here as well, so if you ever get tired of the nice exhaust note the car makes, which I don't think you will, you can listen to some nice music as well. In the back seat of the Golf R, and it is actually not bad. Okay, nothing changes about these. All the Mark 7s are the same body style. The GTI, the standard Golf are all going to have the same amount of room, and they are not very claustrophobic. Volkswagens do have a tendency to have a little more shoulder room than most cars. That's partially due to the way they construct their cages. They're laser seam welded. They're a little stronger than most, so they can give you more shoulder room. They don't have to use a lot of what I like to call negative space, a lot of fluff to help with impact zones and whatnot. The legroom is decent. I'm about 5'6". Let me flip it around for you. And I'm not struggling back here. Anyone who's maybe 6 feet to 6'2" might be a little cramped, but it is not bad by any means at all. The Golf R in the Lapiz blue, L-A-P-I-Z. Okay, it's had a couple styling changes this year. The front fascia has changed. You still get your nice forced induction vents down there. The styling cues have changed a little bit. The routing around the lights here for the LED patterns has changed, much like the GTI. It goes up, not just to the side like they did, and they got an extra little honeycomb little design in there. Presentation on the Golf R. Again, this has been World Volkswagen's first installment of our new video series. My name is Joseph Scarpino. I'm one of the sales consultants here. You can call us at 732-922-1500. Schedule a test drive, and we'll be putting up some more videos soon. Thank you.